Attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK.
Okay, don't you tell these motherfuckers that my name is O'Shea.
Everyone, it's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip-hop superstar Jim Jones talks about his issues with Mase and how Mase got chased all through the club and how Mase ain't a real one, how Mase wasn't in the streets, how Jim Jones and Cameron was in the streets, but Mase wasn't in the streets, and how they had to hold him down when he was a youngster. Now, as we all know, Jim Jones has issues with Mase. Mase is now working with Cameron. Cameron's the head of the Dipset. It's all tied in together, Harlem ties. But Mase and Jim Jones have issues. Mase fires his shots at Dipset, and Jim Jones fires his shots back at Mase, just back and forth. They just keep going. I don't know if we'll ever get a full Harlem connection, but it would be nice because, I mean, they got the whole setup ready for Jim Jones because they got the whole It Is What It Is podcast, talking sports. They could just use, because Jim Jones has his whole weatherman segment, so they could just use him, put him in there. Man, it just seems like it would all fit together. But at the same time, when you got to get Mase and you got to get Jim Jones back on the same page, kind of like the Hot Boys thing. You got to get Hot Boy Turk and BG and Birdman back on the same page. It's like all these groups kind of just fall into their mini groups, and it's just all these issues. Well, let's take a look at this clip from Jim Jones as he talks about Mase getting chased, and he talks about how Mase didn't show love for Harlem when he made it to the top. Let's tune in.
They all of them had their little riffs uptown. Cam, Mase, everybody had got into the little shits back in the day because we were so young with that success, and they started getting money. It was just different. Then Mase popped off. Mase was looking like the king of Harlem. He wasn't showing no love. He wasn't giving back to the community. He wasn't picking niggas like L up, shit like you know what I mean? Like it just.
So that's why the energy between everybody in Harlem, like Mase and all them, with Cam and everybody, it was like once he blew, he forgot where he came from.
Yeah, so you gotta figure Mase wasn't a hustler coming up. He didn't know how to get to no money. Like niggas like me and Cam always knew how to get fresh, stay with sneakers, knew how to hustle, dip and dab, get to the bag a little bit. Mase more wasn't on that. You dig? He was a little bit less fortunate, like you dig. Like we more or less made sure we held him up, made sure he was fresh, made sure you know what I mean. Like he wasn't selling no slabs, he wasn't selling no cracks, he wasn't getting no packs, he wasn't doing none of that. So when you that young and you know, I've been in that situation where I didn't have, and I'm around niggas that's getting Jordans and all that type of shit. I know how I feel. I feel like a bozo. I figured out how to get to the pack. Like I need to know what that's what y'all doing? Well, count me in because I feel crazy. I need to get fresh. But that wasn't his thing and shit like that. So when he hit, it was like hitting lottery. And in turn, it was like, now I got the bag. Let me show y'all something. Y'all niggas gonna have to kiss my ass now. And that shit didn't go as good as he wanted it to. He didn't have nobody. So the niggas that was about that in the town in Harlem was on his head top. Niggas was on his head top in that era. That's why he had to move, go to Atlanta, all type of different shit. Cause the niggas that was really about that, getting that bag, dig on owning blocks and shit like that was on his head top. He caused a big riff up in Harlem and shit like that. R.P. God bless Baby Mane and Pop Lottie and shit like that. Like,
all right, Nation, there you have it. You got Jim Jones giving his thoughts on Mase, how he didn't help out Big L, how he didn't pull up Harlem once he made it to the top. He put Cameron on and then kind of left him. After that, was trying to charge him a whole bunch for his features in the videos and features on songs and all kind of stuff. So there was a whole bunch of issues that started off back then. So they need to be resolved. But I would love to see a whole Harlem connection, a real Harlem World record where we got all the Dipsets, you got Mase on there, you got Cameron on there, and everybody's just in harmony together. Nation, what do you think about Jim Jones' comments on Mase? Do you think we will ever get a Dipset reunion? Do you think Jim Jones and Mase will ever reconciliate their issues? Nation, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Peace.
O'Shea and I have been kicking it strong for a minute now. O'Shea doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. O'Shea is a professional model.
Attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK.
Okay, don't you tell these motherfuckers that my name is O'Shea.